Good morning. Allow me to recognize the presence of the chairman, Mr. CEO, deputy CEOs, our human capital manager, our favorable judges, my fellow participants, distinguished guests, in short, all protocol observed. I'll start by posing a question. My fellow Zambians, what feedback do you get when you tell a friend you are working for a Chinese company? Or how do you express yourself? Are we free to say I'm working for a Chinese company? I'll get the response later. As earlier introduced, my name is Mwansa Mwenechanya, working as a payroll accountant from the finance department. And my speech is on cultural integration. Okay, for me it's a joy that our theme, and we've been put part to celebrate with the Chinese in their Mid-Autumn Festival. And as I dwell on cultural integration, this is a process of bringing different cultures together to coexist. Even as we celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival, a festival is a perfect example to show and bring out the points of cultural integration, because this is where families in China come together to reunite, to be grateful of the blessings. And we, as the Zambian people, have been accommodated in that. The Mid-Autumn Festival is a culture that is deeply rooted in the Chinese culture, but one that has found a special place in the hearts of Zambians. Why? Because we've been put part of it. This is a perfect example that cultures from different lands can come together and coexist. My previous speakers have spoken on the differences that there is between the Chinese and the Zambians. And the differences cannot be overemphasized. What I want to dwell on is the common values that we have. A lot of positivity has come out from the earlier speakers. We will not deny that we both love respect, that both cultures recognize honesty, that we treasure friendship. But despite saying that, how are we going to achieve those values? Are we just going to come here and say, oh, we have these common values? Are we just going to speak about them? No, I want to dwell on how are we going to achieve those common values, even as we come to coexist together as Zambians and Chinese here in CCS. I feel we're not just supposed to talk about the values, but let's learn from each other. A lot has been spoken. We cannot deny that the Chinese are hardworking, but are we learning from their hard work? So learning from each other is a point that will help us achieve the common values that we have. Let's be willing to have a change of mindset. Many are the times when you want to stick to just that same thing that you know. But I feel if we're going to work together and achieve the goals of CCS, we ought to change our mindset. There are things that we do differently, but if we have a goal that we want to attain, we need to change the mindset. My last point, due to time, is to educate one another. We're not going to achieve these common goals if we're not educating one another. I really compliment management for this gathering because it is something that has taught me quite a lot. As I posed my earlier question to say what type of feedback do we get when our friends ask us, where are you working? Just to say I'm working for a Chinese, I don't know from your experience, but it's kind of difficult. But today I'm glad because we're talking about the cultural integration. If there is one thing that spreads faster are the negativities. People are not so many proud to say, I'm working for a Chinese, because so much negative has been spoken. Yeah, but we are here and we are seeing the beauty, because we are trying to bring each other together, because we are talking about cultural integration. Can we please change the notion? Let's go out there and share the culture that we have found here in CCS, because we ourselves have experienced it. Coming from a finance department, I think even as we wake up early in the morning, our main goal, we leave home because we want to better ourselves financially. The company's goal is to be productive and increase the shareholders' wealth. So how are we going to work together? Achieving the goals of the company and our goals as employees. We all want a better salary. We all want an increment. And the company is looking forward to production. The company is looking forward to meeting its goals, because even the company has got goals. So if we work together, if we learn from each other, we will definitely achieve both our goals, the employers and ours. In my conclusion, as we come together to commemorate the Mid-Autumn Festival, let us remember that the moon is the same, as the festival is based on the moon, also known as the Moon Festival. So let's remember that the moon is the same, no matter where we are on earth, be it Chinese or Zambians. We'll use the moon to symbolize oneness. It is a symbol of unity, a reminder that we share the same dreams, that we share the same human experiences. May our friendship and understanding continue to grow, not just in CCS, but even outside. Just like the phases of the moon, may the light of unity shine bright in our hearts. Thank you so much. May this autumn festival bring you joy. But in conclusion, even as the festival is based on families coming together, I can't help but to ask myself how our fellow Chinese are feeling at this point in time, being miles away from home. I feel it's a difficult moment because some cannot be with their families, but I hope, even as we join in the celebration, we'll make you feel at home. So, happy Autumn Festival. Junchoche Kwaili. Thank you.
Okay.